Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Susmitha QA. Hi, I'm Susmitha, a software test lead with over 10 years of work experience in India as well as the UK. Welcome to Susmitha QA. In this episode of Test with Me, I'm going to teach you how a senior QA approaches testing a simple search bar, and especially when any interviewers ask you this question, how to answer them. Let's think through this step by step. Now let's take YouTube search bar as an example. Before jumping into writing test cases for the same, first step to do is to understand the requirement. What exactly is this search bar supposed to do? Is it only used to search terms or tags, keywords? Does it also support filter, auto suggestion? Does it also capture the search history? Well, until and unless the requirement is not clear, starting to test does not add any value. So always remember, first step is to understand the requirement and then plan your testing. Now let's start with some basic functional testing of this search bar. Am I able to search via valid search terms? Let's see. Yes, I can enter the valid terms and I'm getting the results what I'm expecting for. Now let's also try this. As on when I start typing, is it giving me the auto suggestions what I'm looking for? Yes, it does. As you can see, I have written TE and it has given me the list of elements which start with TE which I may be interested in. So it does give me auto suggestions. Is it case sensitive? Let's try. Well, it is not case sensitive. As you can see, even if I search in cap letter, it also gives me the results what I'm looking for. So we can clearly see that this is not case sensitive. Can I search numbers and does it still return outputs? Let's try that. Well, even if you type number, you does get equivalent results returned. Do I always have to type and then enter the search term? Can I actually search by clicking this icon? Now let's try. It does the searching. So these are some of the basic functional elements what you can test. What all we did? Valid term search? Yes, it does. Auto suggestions? Yes, it works. Is it case sensitive? Can I search while clicking the buttons? Yes, it does. So these are some of the basic functionalities of what we can test when it comes to a search bar. Now let's do some boundary value analysis for the search bar. What exactly is boundary value analysis? For example, if I try to search without entering any element in it, does it give me results? Let's try that. No, it doesn't. Which means the minimum requirement to search anything is at least to enter a single character. Let's try the theory. Now I have entered a character and if I click search, it does give me a result, which means minimum one character should be there. If I try to search using special character, does it still give me results? Yes, I can search using special character and it gives me results for the same. Is there any limit for the specific search bar that you should try doing it? Let's try to enter a lot of text in it and see what happens. Now I'm trying so many random characters in it and I can still keep going, which means the number of character limit for this field is high. As we exactly don't know the requirement, let's assume it's more than 100. And if I'm able to search, then yes, it is actually allowing you to search with multiple characters in the search term. And also, as you can see, even after searching, the text what you have entered is still persisting even after results is shown in the specific screen. which means the requirement is to maintain the search term until and unless a user by themselves manually doesn't clear this using the X button. So if I click this, the text what I have entered should now be cleared. Let's try to refresh the screen and see if the term still persists. Let's try that. Yes, it does. Because what happens is in the specific session, whatever the customer or user enters any informations, right, that will be stored in that specific session. So even if you refresh it, it still persists. So this is the different testing methodologies what you can actually use when it comes to searching a specific element. Can I clear this? Can I enter? Can I search? Now let's try some usability testing. What exactly is usability? Is customers or users is able to select the search bar via cursor? Yes, they can. Can I still be able to access the search term using my keyboard tab? Let's try that. Yes, I can also use this element, access this element even using my keyboard. As you can see, there's another feature which is called as search with your voice, which is also one of your accessibility. Let's try this. If I'm trying to see something, is it able to understand and search the same? Testing. As you can see, it's not always you have to type in and then search or even click and then do it. You can also speak and then it converts into text as well as gives you the results what you're looking for. These are different accessibility testing what you can do for search. Now let's do some performance testing as well as UI validations. What exactly is performance testing? The minute I enter any search term and click search, within how many seconds am I getting the results? Let's try that. As you can see, I have entered the search term and within fraction of seconds I have got my results, which indicates the performance of the search item or the element or even this browser is very efficient because it is not lagging, it's not taking a lot of time to load the screen what you're looking for. The quicker the response, the better performance it is. So that's how you validate a performance of any elements. Now let's deep dive into UI aspect of it. How can you actually do some UI search for this? If you right click on your mouse and then click on inspect, this will actually take you to this screen where you can see what is the size defined for the specific text area or the search area. If you click on this, it says that 242 into 24, which means these are the dimensions what has been set from UI team to make sure this widget fits into that size or the dimensions. As you scroll through it, it will give you each and individual spaces, like what dimension it should be, what should be the color of it, what font should be the text, etc. So using your developer tools, you can actually deep dive into the UI elements of it and then test is it actually matching with the spec requirement. Now, if any interviewer asks you, how do you test a search bar? I would structure my answer this way. First, by clarifying the requirement, then functional testing, boundary value testing, negative testing, usability, accessibility, performance, and UI. Interviewers are not looking for random points, they are looking for structured thinking. Testing is not about listing 50 test cases, it's about thinking systematically. If you want to grow from tester to senior QA or even as a test lead, start developing this structured approach. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to Susmitha QA, where every week I bring the practical experience of testing and try to help to reach you to your success. Thank you so much.